Hi, Jonathan from CBD Blogger, and today I'm now with Arif from ISO CBD. So, Arif, could you just tell us a little bit about, what is the CBD Isolate and the products you've got here today?
Perfect. So ISO CBD was sort of created in 2019 to give consumers a different vertical on the CBD market itself. So previously, most CBD products were full spectrum or broad spectrum. CBD Isolate is different to those products in essence because it's just a single CBD compound within the product itself. Most other products that were previously available on the market would contain other cannabinoids such as THC, CBG, CBN, of which some are controlled and not allowed. When we created the company, we'd sort of communicated with the government to try and find out a way in line with UK legislation to create a product that would work with the FSA. And the government pretty much came back and said a single compound would be the safest sort of way of doing that. So we sort of reversed back and thought, how can we create a safe, clean product for consumers that will absorb, work well, taste nice, and not be very expensive at the same time. So we set about doing it isolate-based. When we did this in 2019, we were one of the first in the UK to create isolate-based products, hence the name ISO CBD. So we were quite early in this respect. Consequently, a lot of brands have realised due to legislations that isolate-based is sort of the cleanest way to sort of get novel food compliance. So it's a good route that we sort of took. With everything we do, we try and ensure that our products are the best quality for what we're doing. So all of our carrier oils, for example, we use MCT C8 oil. So it's got lower carbon lower carbon atoms within it. That just means that it will disperse within the blood quicker. So in essence, the user will get a better experience from it. The lower the carbon atoms, the more you need for it to absorb in your blood. As well, the way that we produce our oils is different to a lot of other companies, and it sets us apart because we use a proprietary method of production, including ultrasonic mixing, so we get nanoparticle sizing. So again, this is all down to how the science and how it works and interacts with the body, but in essence, we try to make sure that the particles are very small so they can get into the bloodstream and be used effectively in that way there. So I know it's a bit technical over there, but it's kind of trying to explain why we're different, because a lot of normal products, you can take it and it may only be 5 or 10% of the oil will be absorbed. With ours, it's a lot higher rate in essence.
I mean, that's the thing is, just listening to you talk about it, you realise that actually there is an awful lot of science in this, and potentially, I guess, quite a lot for consumers to try and take on board. How are you going to try and overcome that? A bit.
From our point of view, CBD education is the forefront of what needs to sort of be given to consumers. Without them knowing what they're taking, what the benefits are, how it sort of can help them in everyday life, it's very hard in many ways. So what we're trying to do is to educate people so they can sort of know, yes, by taking this, adding it to your daily balanced diet as such, it can help, and it can help in many ways. So the way I look at it is, I was hoping in 5 or 10 years, the way you wake up and take vitamins in the morning, people wake up and take CBD as part of a regulated diet. It will work in the same way because it relates with the ECS. It works very well with the body, and it's sort of, it's very similar to a natural compound the body creates itself. So by having it coming in regulated, it works out really well over there. So, flavours that we've got.
So I was just going to ask you, what are the products you've got here, and what's the future for you?
So we've got 3 different strengths in our products. We've got 500 milligram, 1,000 and 2,000 milligrams. So for beginners, I'd recommend a 500 milligram to start with, and once you start to feel the effect of it, you can scale up either in dosage or in strength. We offer it in 4 different flavours. Natural flavour is the most common one because it's flavourless, so people can take it, add it to whatever they want. They can mix it in shakes or however they sort of want to take it. The natural can also be applied topically, so people can put it onto your joints and areas like that. In essence, the product, the oil itself is a coconut oil, so it can be applied topically, absorb into the blood. The orange one technically comes from Indian oranges, so it's pure Indian oranges that are squeezed and mixed into the coconut oil itself. With our lemons, they come from South Africa. So South African orange, which is squeezed, mixed into the coconut oil, and then the vanilla, similar sort of way that we use it with natural ingredients that we have over there. Additionally, with the vanilla, we are one of only 3 companies that are on the FSA list with a vanilla flavour, and it's a very popular flavour for people who take it in mixes with shakes, coffees, and that sort of stuff. So it's a unique product from our point of view. We're also in the process of releasing our cosmetics and topical range, which are coming out in June and July. They'll be starting with a beard and hair oil. We have a sports recovery oil, and we have a body oil as well. They'll be coming in 2 strengths, and they'll be coming on the market very soon as well.
And so where can people currently buy the product?
We're available in a lot of health stores and pharmacies sort of across the country. I think we're in sort of 50 or 60 of them at the moment, but we do sell mostly direct to consumers. So isocbd.com is our website. If you check it out, we do have a promo code CBD Trade Show 20. That you can use that and get 20% off. We have a new updated site coming out with new prices as well in the next couple of weeks. So if you do register, you'll get to see all our new prices and our new branding, which is sort of shown over here in the background as well, which is launching on the 2nd of May as well.
I mean, so just so we can get a little bit of an idea, can you give me a feel for price points across?
So the 500 milligram will cost £15. The 1,000 milligram will cost £25, and the 2,000 milligrams will cost £40. In context, the general industry charges about £25 to £30 for 500 mil, so we're about 60% cheaper than the recommended retail price. 1,000 mils generally are 35 to 50 quid, so we're £25 again, 40 to 60% lower. And the 2,000 mils, they can go anything £60 to £100, and we're in at £40. So we're trying to offer it at accessible prices where people don't think, oh, it's a very expensive product. If you look at taking it every day and adding it to your daily routine, it's sort of £1.50 a day. So cheaper than the cost of a coffee or a tea. You can make sure that you regulate your lifestyle and have this added into your everyday living.
And that's a really useful thing to try and get that sense of, what it is, because on the face of it, it's quite an expensive product. But like you say, if you're spending £1 to £2, I'm sure people are spending at least that on vitamins and stuff.
Exactly that. That's the point, that when you wake up in the morning, if you go to work and you buy a coffee from the coffee shop, the money that you're going to spend on that at the end of the month, if you put that in a little jar, you'll probably have enough to buy 2 bottles of this. But by taking it, the people that end up taking this and really enjoy it come back again and again and again, because they realise without this, the quality that they get from this and the differences it makes to their life, it is impactful. So from that point of view, for the small amount, but from our point of view, because it's very hard to market and explain some of the benefits, it's more that we need to educate people to try and get people to use it. Once they sort of add it and integrate it to their lifestyle, then they sort of realise, yes, I'm not going to stop using it. It's sort of the same for me, which is why for me, for the last few years, once I started taking it, I'd take it before I go to bed, in the morning, after I'm working out. It's just a perfect thing to have. I mix it with different bits and bobs, but it's kind of off the back of that you can realise, oh, it can work with this, it can work with that, and it's endless opportunities sort of within the market itself.
Fabulous. Well, fascinating stuff and great some insights from you, and hope the show goes well for you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.